Kendall Jenner tells her stalker to get the F away from her.
Camilla Kibeho and Machine Gun Kelly drop a new song, and it is hot.
And Perry Edwards says Zayn doesn't deserve a warning about her upcoming single.
All that and more on today's Rundown.
It's Friday, and it's about to get weird, you guys. Welcome back to DHR. But also, can I just say, Debatable is finally moving from Clevver TV to Clevver News every Friday, so that's today.
All right, but first, I want to talk about Kendall Jenner. All right, so Kendall Jenner, we all know the stalking incident that she's been dealing with. Well, now we're getting more details as she has to testify in court, so let's break it down. So Kendall has been in court, and she told a judge that on the night of August 14th, she found Siobhan McKenzie sitting in the front of her driveway of her Hollywood Hills home. He had his head between his knees.
What? That's an even scarier detail.
Like, I can't even imagine. I get scared, like, if I come out in the bathroom and then somebody jumps, I'm like, oh, they used to do it in college all the time, so this whole thing just terrifies me already.
Yes.
But she breaks it down even more, and she talks about how he had his head tucked between his knees, he was hiding behind the gate which closed behind her, she stayed in her car, and she screamed like, who are you? And then she cracked the window, and then she shouted, I want you to leave, which I would have never cracked my window, by the way. But she just, it's terrifying, and then says that she was able to pull out the driveway, drive down the street, and call a friend. So her lawyer got a permanent restraining order for her against this guy, and now he has to stay like football field and whatever away from her for 5 years. He extended for another 5 years. I just don't know what I would do in this situation. It's hard when, we talked about this before with the Kim K robbery case, it's hard when you post your whole life on social media, and there's fans and not fans who are saying, if you do that, you should expect for something like this to happen, but I don't think anybody is really subject to that.
Yeah, I mean, obsessed fans are definitely a thing, and the really scary thing is that quite often restraining orders actually only edges crazy fans to stalk you even harder. So
it's like, you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly. But let's just wish this girl some safety, and I'm really glad that the judge sided with her.
Yeah.
Have you heard Camilla's new song with Machine Gun Kelly?
It is so good.
Isn't it so good?
So good.
It's so good. It's so good. So it uses a sample of an old song that we all used to jam to back in the day, this one. Am I out in my head? Am I out of my mind? Am I? If you only knew the bad things that I don't think that I can't explain it. What can I say? It's complicated. But between Machine Gun Kelly's rapping and then her singing the hook, and she sounds so good and so sultry. This song is so hot, you guys. Everyone's talking about it, and they're both talking about it on their Twitter accounts. Machine Gun Kelly said, I would Snapchat you back right now at Camilla Kibeho, but I'd rather tell the world at the same time how excited I am for hashtag bad things at midnight. And Camilla tweeted, it's out. Thank you guys so much for the love. Following as many of you as I can that are downloading the song now, hashtag bad things on iTunes. So she's following you if you
I mean, I downloaded, I didn't get a follow. What's up with that, Camilla?
Oh, hell no.
But it is so good. I think what I love about this is I love when artists in groups, you know, try to explore their own individual talent. But now this is gonna raise the question again, is she going solo?
Exactly.
Is she going solo?
And is she the only one going solo?
I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things
all
where
those girls have so much talent.
So much talent. And when do you decide when you're in a group when it's time to move on? If you move on, you know? There's always gonna be somebody who's like, I don't wanna move on, I love you guys. And everybody's like, deuces, so.
Right, or often you think that the group is stronger than the individuals, and is this the case for Camilla?
Do you think though? Because I feel like Fifth Harmony is one of those groups where, unlike some other girl groups, we know all of their names.
Right.
They all have their own individual personalities. I would love to see them solo. You know what I mean?
That's true. And on that note, I would love to see them all solo. But speaking of groups, can we also talk about Little Mix? You guys know that they're about to drop a song from their new album, and this song is scandalous because Perry Edwards is talking about faking orgasms with Zayn Malik. It doesn't get crazier than that. The group's new track, Shout Out to My Ex, I mean, you have to love the title. It's apparently directed at Zayn Malik, and it even features lyrics about their former sex life, as in Zayn and Perry Edwards. They're going to finally premiere the song worldwide by performing it this coming Sunday on the X Factor. And in the song, Perry mocks the tattoo of her face, which was was on Zayn's bicep. He has since covered it up with another tattoo. The lyrics of the song read, quote, "Guess I should say thank you for the hate yous and the tattoos. Oh baby, I'm cool by the way. Ain't sure I loved you anyway." And then she also sings, quote, "I hope she getting better sex. Hope she ain't faking it like I did, babe."
I think this is this is a lot to reveal, and this is only like a snippet of the song. So of course everybody's excited to see what happens when it's revealed on Sunday fully. I don't know, for Zayn, you know, should he care? Because he has so much going on outside of this now. It's just one of those things where...
Where's this karma?
I
Like
mean,
he burned her, so they're burning it back.
He did burn her. To break up with your fiance, that's a lot. You're already planning the wedding. And so I don't know. We're all excited to hear this song. I just don't think that she should get any flack for revealing the details, because some artists like to talk about every single ex in their songs. So I'm just saying, she doesn't get any flack, or I guess she does. But
no, but it's funny because often we'll criticize pop stars for throwing shade at other pop stars, but we are letting Perry Edwards really get away with this one.
Yeah.
And I think the reason is because we feel bad for her. She got burned in that breakup, and it's not that we're choosing sides, but we understand things got a little nasty there.
And it's sometimes a double standard for girls too, because guys, if they were doing the same thing, I don't feel like there would really be any talk about it, you know?
You know what? You represent the men. That is true. If the roles were reversed, I would be very upset. Also though, can we just say, when the girls were interviewed, the girls from Little Mix, by The Sun, they were asked if Zayn had heard the song in advance. Perry said, no. And then Jessie said, we don't think he deserves a warning. He'll just have to wait and see.
All right, so Little Mix, you know, has their book coming out on October 20th, but Zayn has his self-titled autobiography coming out on November 1st, and everybody's talking about like the details we're gonna get, but we have an excerpt that came out, and in that we see where he's talking about the creation of Pillow Talk. He wrote, "All the hard work that went into the creation of Pillow Talk was worthwhile because as soon as it was finished, I intuitively felt I was also on the right path. It was a sick cut, nailing the exact sound I wanted to capture in my music. I was able to sing about a subject that I hadn't really been able to go near while I was in one direction: sex." Let's talk about sex, baby. So
love that song.
He really wanted to talk about sex, and if you listen to Pillow Talk, you know he talks about
He talks about sex a lot.
Or the whole album, so he finally got to do what he wants to do. I think everybody's excited about this autobiography, and particularly in reference to Little Mix's book, to see what Perry Edwards has to say about the relationship. And
there's 3 sides to every story.
3 sides.
Yeah.
Hers, his, and the truth.
Exactly.
So hopefully we can figure out like a combination, but
clearly they're gonna be really candid about things, but you know Zayn's gonna be very candid because he's got some very strong opinions about his past with One Direction, about finding that his bandmates, in his opinion, were not loyal. And he has a lot of things to say about Perry.
And he really doesn't have anything to lose at this point by any of that information coming out. You know, he has his solo project, he's now designing fashion, he has multiple avenues he has Gigi, like he's fine. So tell all Zayn and we will be reading it for sure.
But do you believe him when he says that in One Direction you weren't allowed to talk about sex? Because I feel like there were some songs where they definitely touched upon the sex. For example, in the song No Control, they sing, "Waking up beside you, I'm my loaded gun. I can't contain this anymore." They're not talking about a gun.
Yeah, but I guess the difference is that one you can like allude to the fact, oh, that may be sex, but his song is pretty much, yeah.
Right. Like one is like a subtle little insinuation, and then another one is like, here's a big penis.
Dropping it like it's hot. So, thank you, Zayn, for your sex music.
No, seriously, thank you, Zayn. All right, guys, before we let you go, we want to hear from you. So let us know, who of Fifth Harmony would you like to see drop a solo album first?
And do you think that Perry Edwards should have given Zayn a little bit of a warning or nah?
Right, like do you think she's crossing the line? I don't know, all these questions, but let us know in the comment section or hit us up on our Twitters at Miriam Issa.
At Email Ennis Jr.
Junior? Really?
Yeah.
Awesome, that's really adorable. I'm a junior too.
Wait.
We have so much in common.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I am.
How?
Well, girls can be juniors.
I need to find out about this off camera.
We'll Google this later. All right, you guys, have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Don't go just yet, you guys. If you want details on whether Drake actually cheated on the Queen, Rihanna, click to the left.
And click to the right if you want to find out why Justin Bieber told fans to shut up.